Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your June reading. Hello, welcome. All right, let's get right into it. I just want to start by saying this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate, please try your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. But Capricorn, let's get right into it because we have a lot of oracles and messages, and we got to get into some tarot. So let's see. For the month of June, for Capricorn, please, Spirit. Okay, emotions are running high, all right? So you might be feeling very emotional. You are good enough, by the way. Full moon in Virgo, that's the super moon. So things might be changing, shifting, adjusting for you at this time. And it might feel a bit overwhelming for you, Capricorn. But I just want you to know that everything that's happening, it is for a reason. There is a need. I'll just say that. There is a need for the changes and the shifts that are taking place because there is something actually happening. And I feel like it's happening as a whole. But your emotions might be running high. Do not let your emotions trick you, okay? Do not let your emotions overwhelm you at this time, Capricorn. Stay focused, all right? Let's see. For the month of June, for Capricorn spirit. For the month of June, for Capricorn. So you got the stag spirit, take the lead, number 58. You also did get the mouse spirit, tend to the small things. So I'm just gonna put them right here for you. I'm trying to make it where everything is kind of in view, at least the important information that you kind of need. All right, Capricorn, I think that's it. Yep, that looks good to me. We'll just put this here and that'll be that. Okay, perfect. So yeah, you got the mouse spirit, tend to the small things, stag spirit, take the lead, take a leap of faith, grasshopper spirit. So there is a need to trust and believe that everything you're doing is being divinely guided at this time, Capricorn. I did want to say this is number 40 and this is number 58. So you could be seeing 444, 555, or 888, or 4040. But trust and believe you are completely enough to be able to take the lead on something, to take something by the, I'm here to take something by the reins at this time. The month of June might actually encourage you to do something that might scare you, step out of your comfort zone. And it might make you quite emotional to be recognized as someone who can lead or guide. We'll see however it resonates for you, Capricorn. Let's see. And then I'm going to pull a card from my Wisdom Oracle deck. I'm sorry in advance. I have not planned out the layout at all for you, Capricorn. I know, but we're going to figure it out. I promise. All right, for Capricorn for the month of June, Spirit. What Oracle, Spirit? All right, I like that. You got Truth Be Told at the bottom of the deck, which is 14. So that's that 4 again. You could be also seeing 14, I guess. But you got Observer, 49. I like that. So you could be in a very observing time, feeling very observant, right? Very curious about how things are moving for you for the month of June. I feel like May shook up a lot of us. It's 49, by the way. I just wanted to make sure you can see the number. But we're probably going to push it up so we can have more room for the tarot. But you do have this pretty observer card. There is a fox with a little telescope looking at the moon, observing. I'm hearing observing your dreams, right? Observing your goals. But let's get some more information. I've been trying to not necessarily read the oracles because they do take up a lot of time. I'm going to just kind of skim through for the observer though, just to say this does mean perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Okay. And so one of the things that they do mention is that most people see the world through a personal lens and that they let their feelings get involved regarding different experiences. So there's a need for you to observe something at this time, to see it from a distance, right? From a telescope. See it from a bird's eye view and not let your feelings get completely taken over and involved. The fact that we got emotions run high, this could be a challenge for you at this time, Capricorn, where you're feeling like, I don't know, emotionally you might feel like you really can't let something go, or that it's really, really taking over your mindset, how you operate, how you move forward, how you show up even. But we'll have to see. Let's get some, I'm going to pull some tea leaf oracle cards for you. All right, Capricorn, let's get some tea leaf cards for you for Capricorn for the month of June, Spirit. What's coming in for Capricorn? All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh, 4 came out. All right. So this one is Wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. All right. Flute. I can pick it up with my nails. Flute. It says disappointment in a friend or a lover. Okay. We also got these two. It says cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. And then you also got tulip. Great passion. I like that. So I feel like you're in a place where you're going to be operating from great passion at this time. And leaning more towards what makes you happy, or I heard what gets your blood flowing, right? So there is a need for you to, honestly, I'm hearing protect yourself, protect your heart. I'm not necessarily saying protect your heart as in like, how do I put this? I'm not getting protect your heart as in like you're in danger or something, but it's more like there's a need for you to kind of look at something from like a telescope. There's a need for you to see something for what it is. Okay, that looks okay for me. All right, Capricorn. So you got quite a bit of messages here, but the main thing I'm seeing is there's a lot of emotions happening for you in the month of June. And there might be a need for you to take the step back, to tend to the small things, to take the lead in something else in your life. I'm hearing distractions, but that's not the right word. I feel like they're saying to pay attention to something else that needs your focus more than the thing that might have your emotions in a pickle. So maybe it could be that disappointment with a friend, right? Or that indecisiveness, or feeling like things are just out of your control. But you are protected from the negative forces that are beyond your control, right? You can't control everything, but you are protected. And they want you to operate from your passions, from your goals, from what makes you happy, right? They're needing you to kind of tap into taking forward motion, the lead towards something, and trusting and believing and tending to all of the ins and outs of what you're taking the lead on, instead of letting your emotions drown you in the background. Let's get into some tarot for you. We got quite a bit of messages already for you, Capricorn. And honestly, I'm just getting a lot of need to heal, to take care of yourself, but also to really focus on what needs to be. I feel like you know, though. You know what I mean? I feel like you know what you need to focus on, even though it sucks and it hurts. I feel like you know mentally what you need to focus on and what's more important at this time. All right, so what's the overall energy for Capricorn for the month of June? All right, I like that. Okay, that's beautiful. 6 of Wands. It's a beautiful energy to be in. And I really, really like that for you. All right, so let's get some more information. What's coming towards Capricorn for the month of June? What's coming towards them? Okay. Page of Pentacles. What's their challenge energy, Spirit? Okay. 4 of Cups. Last one. What's Capricorn's resolution for June? What do they need to focus on for June? King of Swords. I like that a lot. 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, so that is that ebb and flow of money, of finances. That is a stable energy, right? Can be a giving and receiving of money. But let's talk about what you're showing up as and how you're looking. We're going to also clarify everything as well. But, let me just scoot it down some. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm like, girl, what? Okay, that looks a crazy amount better. Okay. So, all right. So your overall energy is the 6 of Wands, which I absolutely love. That is how you're showing up for the month of June. Victorious. And I feel like because you know that you need to focus on things that are more important than your heart or your emotions. I'm hearing yes, heal, take care of yourself, sure. But I feel like because you know that you've gotten it, I'm hearing you know that when you get an opportunity, this is what I'm getting, Capricorn. I'm getting when you get an opportunity, you know that you can't waste the opportunity on your emotions or how you're feeling, right? I feel like you already know that you can't do those things. And because you know you can't do all of that, you're instead focusing on what you need to focus on, which is projecting yourself, propelling yourself forward, and taking the lead on something that does feel truly divinely guided. And when you do that, you become victorious in the month of June. There are also, like I said, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, a lot of balancing taking in place. I feel like the month of May, I heard they chewed you up and spit you out. In the month of May, there may have been a lot of things coming in and out of your energy, shifting around in your energy, ending, closing, beginning, ending again. Like, it feels chaotic. But for the month of June, it feels like it's starting to stable out. But I feel like because of all the shifts that takes place in May, it might make you feel very emotional and very unsure and unsettled. But let's get some clarity for your 6 of Wands. All right, 6 of Wands for Capricorn, please, Spirit. The Tower. I like that, actually. It feels like it's a victory over something. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Something that made you feel... Whew, okay, I got several things. So with the Tower, there is a sudden ending, an abrupt ending, right? But it's removing that false reality, right? These people were in a tower, living in a false sense of reality, didn't have a door, had windows at the very top, but they didn't never leave their tower. And they were stuck in this false sense of reality. And basically, this happened where the tower is hit by lightning, basically disaster hits, and it completely crumbles the tower, projects them and propels them out of the tower. And it hurts like hell when you hit the ground, okay? Hurts like fucking hell when you hit the ground. Because it hurts, right? Because you put all of this energy into something that didn't have a door, that didn't have a way out, but it gave you a sense of comfort. But Spirit is saying, no. That's not real comfort, though. That's not real success. And I feel like you had a tower moment, right? And it really rocked you to the core. You may have ended up being in one of those perpetual cycles where it felt like a never-ending cycle, right? Like, I'm here, what else could happen, right? Things just constantly piling up over and over on you, Capricorn. And it's feeling overwhelming. And you're exhausted, you're tired, you're drained. But there is fortune after this difficulty with the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is going to battle and being the MVP and kicking everybody's butt. And then coming back is, yeah, I kicked everyone's butt in war. I'm on the high horse. Public recognition. I got through it. And look at me now. And I feel like this tower is actually going to propel you to your victory. But you have to let it crumble. You have to leave it alone and let it crumble, Capricorn. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. But you have to let it happen. Okay? So that's how you're showing up at this time in the month of June. And it might feel a little chaotic, but there is a guaranteed victory here. Let it crumble. Let it fall. Yes, handle your emotions. Take care of yourself. If you need to isolate, be in solitude, be a hermit, be that hermit. But know that once you're done, once you step out of the door from that comfort zone, from that crumbling pile of tower, Spirit is going to have a to-do list for you. I'm laughing, but it's not, I know it's not funny. But it just feels like I just saw someone coming out of a door exhausted and drained, and someone saying, here you go, here's your to-do list, get ready. And you're just like, I just stepped outside. Capricorn, that's what it feels like. I just stepped outside. Like, I just got here. Please give me a moment. But Spirit is saying, once you step out and you're ready, they're going to propel you. Be ready to receive blessings. Be ready to get victory. Be ready to succeed. Okay? You can't stay there. Okay, anyway. So for what's coming in for you is the Page of Pentacles. Definitely could be an opportunity. Pages in the tarot are new energy, right? Pages also come in with messages, opportunities. It can also be new young people, but with this pentacle here, it feels very much like someone might be coming in with a message regarding an opportunity of some type of financial endeavor. And it's like, do you want it? Yes or no, right? Let's see. Can I get more information about the Page of Pentacles, please? Thank you for Capricorn. 7 of Wands. It's a challenge. Got the Lovers at the bottom here. So it could be a partnership. Someone wanted to work with you. Some of you, it could even be someone from the past, like a past lover wanting to come back and be like, hey, like, I want to work with you. I know how well you work. And you might have your guard up. 7 of Wands is that card of boundaries, right? It's literally coming to defend and protect your area. I'm here to protect your peace. So something could be coming in that might make you feel like you need to have your guard up and protect your peace. With that Page of Pentacles, I'm getting two things. It could be someone coming in to try to make amends with something that happened in the past and you have your guard up about it. And of course, free will, right? You could decide if you want to take it or not. But for some of you, I feel like this is it could be an actual job opportunity. Because the thing is, the Lovers, yes, is love, sure. But the Lovers also can stand for a path or a decision. Could be like a fork in the road. And I feel like you might feel a little conflicted, especially with this 7 of Wands here. You might be trying to protect your peace, but also wanting to protect your bag. like you might be trying to protect your peace, but also like, I need to make sure my bag is okay. Like, I need to make sure my money's okay. I need to make sure 6 of Pentacles, my money is secure. And there might be, and I hate to say this, but there might be a need for you to take your emotions out of a decision to see if you should accept it. That's why I said some of you, I feel like this could be an ex-friend, ex-lover, someone you just don't even mess with anymore, or you used to not mess with, and they might be coming back years later, okay? I don't think this is someone it could be, but for some of you, this could feel like someone you met in college, right? Y'all had a falling out, and they come back now, and they're like, I want to do something. Like, I want to make this work. Like, I have a job opportunity for you. Would you listen? Like, would you be interested? I really think you would benefit. Like, I really think you are the person for the job. And I'm getting, it's funny because when I picked up this 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords is right at the bottom underneath it, which is that card of heartbreak. It feels like a past heartbreak make you feel a little clouded about making a decision. Your emotions, they're telling you not to get your emotions too involved in it. You are protected, though. I keep trying to remind myself and you that you are protected. They're never going to give you something that you can't handle, okay, Capricorn? All right, your challenge is the 4 of Cups. And I'm not super surprised. 4 of Cups is kind of feeling jaded, bored, feeling disappointed even, actually. These 3 cups, they've already had them and they've been disappointed. It's not what they want. This other cup is coming and they're like, another cup, probably not what I want. They haven't even looked at it, but they're judging it based off appearance. It looks just like these other cups. But the thing is, the whole purpose of the 4 cups is to take it because it's an opportunity and it could lead to something else. It could lead to you actually getting what you want, right? But I feel like you're afraid of disappointment because of your past. Let's see. Why the 4 of Cups for why the 4 of Cups for Capricorn? 2 of Wands. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. I feel like something in the past didn't work out, right? it didn't work out. And with this Two of Wands is like planning, moving forward, discovery. They're telling you to take that cup and make a discovery. Take that cup and actually look at the tiny details and take the lead. They want you to take the lead on grabbing that cup and doing something about it, and not staying lost in the disappointment of something that didn't work out in the past. I feel like this for a lot of earth signs though. I feel like the past kind of clouds their judgment. But Spirit is asking, actually all of us earth signs, I think, to look past the past and the hurt and the disappointment and take what you have now. Take what you can now. Move forward what you can now. Because the thing is, this Two of Wands, this is someone who has planted a seed. They're moving towards a new direction to create something new. They're planning to move forward, to travel, to create something new, to not stay stagnant or still. I'm hearing for some of you, you could have been in a stagnant energy after that disappointment. And you've been so afraid to, and like, this can be in any aspect. This can be in love. This can be in friendships. This can be in a job. This can be in whatever, right? You could have had a job that just didn't treat you well. Now you're like, kind of like, not interested in work. I mean, you have to, like, you're like, I have to work, but like, I almost kind of don't really want to because, you know, I've been very stagnant, or I put my guard up at any job I work now because I don't trust anyone. There's a little bit of you not wanting to trust people anymore, Capricorn. But Spirit is asking you to take a leap of faith towards something that might look, like I said, with the Four of Cups, that one cup, it looks like all the other ones. But it's on the inside, there's something else. And Spirit is asking you to deep dive, Page of Swords, deep dive, research. Don't just turn something away because you've been previously disappointed. All right, your resolution is the King of Swords. I absolutely love the King of Swords as your resolution. He is a card of head over heart. He doesn't let his emotions run him. He doesn't let the past disappointment run him. He actually is one of those people who will see things at a clear perspective. Eagle eye view, bird's eye view. He's seeing it from, these are the facts. Can I benefit from it? I don't care about my feelings or my emotions. I can handle myself. But will this benefit me? And I feel like you kind of have to ask yourself this, Capricorn, will this benefit me? Will this benefit me? Whatever it is that's coming, will it benefit me? There's a need for you to kind of surrender to logic more than emotion at this time. All right, for Capricorn, for the King of Swords. Please, Spirit, King of Swords. Why the King of Swords? The world. Yes, 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 yes. A closing of a cycle and a new one approaching. For sure. Five of Cups at the bottom. That's regret, pain, heartbreak, grieving. Right? There's a need for you to kind of tap into an energy of healing, taking care of your grieving on the back burner. But I also feel like with the world and the Five of Cups, it almost feels like it's an ending of this energy. It's an energy of the pain. It's not an energy. It's an ending of the energy. Because the world is a completion and then it's a new beginning. Right? So I feel like, especially with this King of Swords, I feel like they're saying embrace a new beginning. And when you embrace the new beginning, it allows you to actually heal the parts that make you emotional, that trigger you. I feel like something's going to trigger you in the month of June, Capricorn. But Spirit is saying before you speak, before you open your mouth, allow yourself to think logically about this. Don't just say no because you've been disappointed in the past. Don't brush it off. Acknowledge it and think about it. And even if you get triggered and you're in your emotions, actually tell the person, can I have a day or two? Can I have a week to think about it? I feel like right now, Spirit is literally saying, don't say no quickly. There's something coming in. And I feel like whatever it is coming in, it's not going to look like it's a new beginning. You know what I mean? Spirit is saying you're going to have to properly observe this thing. King of Swords, the observer, to really see it and tend to the small details. I'm getting, instead of tend to the small details, I'm hearing see the small details. Really pay attention. Page of Swords, go into research mode and observe exactly what this is that's coming in. Anything coming in at this time, don't shake it away. Don't turn it away because it could lead to you regretting it in the future or later in life. Anyway, All right, Capricorn, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, baby. Let's become a spiritual bestie community together. But other than that, this has been your reading for the month of June. Take care of yourself and enjoy your month. Bye, my loves.